Welcome in, welcome in. Today we're looking at the Retro J HMX Tactile. I wasn't going to cover these, but one of my viewers told us about it early when the cilantros basically just dropped. And Keyboard Dad tried them out and said they slap. Big shout out to Keyboard Dad. I liked this sound test. He kept saying just grab them already. And I was like, eh. So when the Yogurt V2s came out yesterday or 2 days ago, I added it along with the firecrackers in the latest care package from Unikey's. Thank you, DUI, for continuing to sponsor the channel so generously. I wasn't overwhelmed by the firecrackers in the two builds I did, although they're technically proficient and / great switch. It was just a hair too deep for it to dethrone my beloved cilantros. I built these guys, these Retro Js, in my Neo60 Core, and they are much, much better. Thank you, Keyboard Dad, for continuously bugging me to grab them already. I haven't taken this board out of rotation since. Turns out the reason they are so close to cilantro in sound is they share the same materials. So, are these just a recolor? My initial impressions, having a ton of experience with cilantros, is that they are different. They feel faster, they return faster, and maybe not as loud as cilantros, but otherwise quite close, meaning they're excellent. Let's take a look. On paper, they claim to have different mold than cilantro. I can confirm this, because when I was building this, they fit pretty tightly on the plate versus cilantros or the firecrackers. So they aren't 100% a recolor. Cilantro DNA is definitely in here. The travel distance, however, is reduced from 3.5 to 3. First thing first, right away, these are 3.5. You see just a hair sticking out, 0.5 millimeter. 3.5 travel. These are 3.0. So you see there's more sticking out. 1 millimeter sticking out. 0.5 millimeter sticking out. So right away, the stem is likely longer by 0.5 millimeter. Sound-wise, in actual use, I haven't actually noticed these being shorter, really. But I've got cilantros on quite a few of my daily drivers. I figure we run a direct back-to-back on my other Neo60 Core, and let's test this properly. Same model board, same plate, alu, and same setup in a direct back-to-back. If it's these two are the same, I'll call it. If this one's better, I'll eat my shorts. Let's get on with the sound test. Same format as the firecrackers. One full sound test, followed by back-to-back versus cilantros. Here we go.
What do you say?
Eat my shorts.
All right, I'll eat your shorts.
Yeah.
All right. I did say if these were better, I'll eat my shorts. What'd y'all hear? To me, listening back to back, the Retro J is in fact higher pitched. What the hell? It is very subtle, but the cilantros are a hair toned down if that was at all possible versus the Retro J. No wonder I like these so much. This tracks those, tracks with the reduced stem travel. The same thing happened with the OG Sunset Gleams versus the 3.9 Sunset Gleams. Increasing the travel made that switch deeper. Shortening the travel here increased the pitch slightly. Now, I ended up not having two alu plates like I thought I did for the Neo60 Core, so I had to unbuild and rebuild this unit with cilantros back to back. They're all in here right now, and I've only got these left. The rest are in boards. Earlier, I had stated that the Retro J is harder to insert than cilantro. That is not the case. As I was rebuilding this board with cilantro, they're equally hard to insert. That implies very similar, if not exact same bottom housing as cilantro. The differences between these two switches is extremely, extremely tight. It is pretty much a recolor. Probably the stem is slightly different, and that's it. The sound edge going to the Retro J. Eat my shorts. Okay, here's the thing. The Retro J is 42 cents per. The cilantro is 29 cents per. That's a 45% premium for a 0.05 difference in sound. Obviously, grab the cilantros any day of the week to save money. Unless you don't like the Akko branding on these for whatever reason, there isn't much reason to grab these despite the tiny edge in sound and slightly shorter travel. Both switches are excellent. If you don't have cilantros already and want the latest switches, then eat the 45% premium, grab the Retro Js for no reason. Otherwise, grab the cilantros. If both of these are too high pitched for you, grab the firecrackers from 2 days ago. This has been pretty fun, checking out all three of these tactiles. But I love both of these switches. Peace out to the next one. Will likely be Yogurt V2s when I get them, or a Neo60 Core versus a Neo64 Core Plus video that's been requested. Until then, here's
Eat your shorts!
Yeah, eat my shorts. Butt man. Butt man.
Butt man!
What?